Alright, so watch me unbox the Brother A16. Now this is a lovely machine for people that are learning to sew, for beginners. This is very good, a start-off machine to actually try out. So I'm going to unbox it, as well as I'm going to be sewing this denim jacket that's behind me on this machine, which is part of my online sewing classes, which includes a full demonstration on how to sew the garment, as well as including the pattern. How to use the sewing machine. So you can either use the foot, or you can go without the foot. The machine actually shows you how to use it without the foot as well, without the pedal. Here's all the little attachments that you require for your machine. Here's all the extra feet that you'll be needing, that you can use. Some extra bobbins, buttonhole foot. Alright, so now it's just time to have fun, to explore with it, to play with it, and to create a beautiful wardrobe with the Brother A16. Okay, so I'm using big cones, so I'm just putting in a mug behind my Brother's sewing machine. Normally you'd put your cone, your reel in here, but I'm going to use the large one because I do a lot of sewing, so I find it more economical to use the broad ones. So I'm just going to thread the bobbin. So I just wound some thread around the bobbin. I'm clipping it closed, and you'll see on top it actually shows you exactly how to lay your thread around the little mechanism on the top here, going all the way to the actual little bobbin. Okay, so now I'm just going to thread it. As you can see, Gary's the foot pedal. I'm actually not using the foot pedal at all. I'm actually using the button that shows you the arrow. So that is to go. That's for sewing. Me being a designer, I sew all variations of fabrics, from satin to bridal gowns to denim wear, a variety of garments. Plus, having my own pattern collection, I'm making samples in a variety of materials. So I'm going to test the machine with layers of denim to see how well this machine works. So there it stopped. It was getting full, so the machine actually told you it's now getting full. So I find when I watch my students sew, and they've got commercial sewing machines, and they struggle to sew through thickness or layers of fabric, they're going to keep trying to do it manually, or eventually they actually cannot sew with it, and they normally give it to me, and either use it on my Brother or I use it on my industrial machine. So we're going to test it today to see, how many layers of denim I can actually go over. Alright, so now I basically have filled the bobbin. So I'm just going to thread the machine so that we can sew. And you'll see the numbers. It basically shows you from 1 to 3, going down the loop, clipping around the arm mechanism, down the 5, then 6. And if I want to thread my machine, to use the actual threading mechanism, okay, now press this down, and then there my needle has been threaded. Alright, so the way you do it is you follow all the numbers, okay? You take the thread, you put it behind that little arm that holds the thread down above the shank. You clip it in the bottom, the opening of this little round disc, around the number 7. You lift it up to number 8, and you pull this lever down. By putting the lever down, this little mechanism here goes down, it pushes the thread into your needle, and all you have to do is just pull the thread out. To put your bobbin in, you're basically going to clip open the bottom here to take out the little plate. I've got no nails, so I'm just going to be using my scissor very gently, and I'm going to have some thread away from the bobbin, pop the bobbin in. You'll see there's a little arm, so you move it around the arm and you take it out. You clip the little plate back into place. You can cut your thread over here if you want to. This is also to cut your thread on the top. I'll just show you how. There's to cut your thread. Okay, so this is your speed dial. You can go slower, medium, and faster. That's your reverse stitch. This is to basically, when you are sewing and you want to stop sewing, the needle will actually stay up. You can start sewing, you can stop sewing, and the needle will lift up. So I'm going to press that. And let's start sewing. I need to reverse. This will make a knot for me, the little circle. So here is my stitch width. So I'm going to go to 3. I'm making it a little bit wider. And I'm now going to start sewing. I can increase the speed. I can slow down the speed. I can stop, reverse, keep your finger in, and I can do little, that's to make sure that it creates like a little knot. You can use your pedal, you can plug the pedal in the side and use your foot pedal. Alright, so let's give it a test. This is quite a thick denim, okay. So there is 2 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 layers. This is Tania Sutherland. So if you enjoy these types of videos, please give me a thumbs up, a like, and please press the subscribe button so that I can share more information about sewing, about making clothes, as well as also turning this into a business. Thank you. I'm going to start slowly. You can see how thick this is. I'm going to move the machine around to show you how thick these layers are together. So you can see how thick that is for me to actually sew through on the sewing machine without, I didn't even stress. Look at that. That is almost 2.5 centimeters of width that I actually stitched through this machine. So this is really a fantastic little machine to use. I absolutely love the Brother machine, and I really find that you can sew with any types of material and all different layers of thickness with this fabric. I've even sewn leather and leatherette with this machine as well. Stretch fabric, here is scuba. I'm just going to lay it a few layers and just stitch through that. Alright, so through all those layers it's stitched perfectly without any bubbles or losing its tension at all. So this is really a lovely little machine to invest in, especially for dressmaking, you know, sewing garments for yourself, or even sewing garments for clients. This is definitely well recommended, and our collaboration partnership with Brother A16 in Pretoria. So I'm saying thank you very much for sponsoring the machine to use for all my online sewing tutorials which are coming up.